I got this idea from a Florida teenager at a protest rally. The Second Amendment reads, "A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed." So what is it talking about? They had just fought a revolution with Britain, and the individual states were concerned about the federal government being oppressive itself and taking away some of their newfound rights. So in order to defend all the other rights, each state was claiming the right to have a well-regulated militia in case they had to rebel against the federal government. And so that's what the Second Amendment is about. So on the subject of bearing arms, this is definitely referring to anti-personnel weapons. This isn't deer rifles that it's meant to protect. It's meant to protect things that, well, that can make war against the federal government. So technically, tanks and rocket launchers would all actually be covered. This has led to all kinds of confusion and unhappiness, and I would like to modestly suggest a way out. I would like to modestly suggest a new Second Amendment. The beauty of my proposal is that we don't change one word, we simply rearrange. The new Second Amendment would read, "Security being necessary, the right of a free people to bear arms and to keep a well-regulated state militia shall not be infringed." This keeps the original meaning of the amendment, and it also gives us something to work with. So what we're missing, what would solve all of our gun problems in this country, is a well-regulated state militia. And how do we get a well-regulated state militia? Easy. We tax the bullets. Taxes aren't an infringement on anyone's rights. They're what governments do. They're how they pay for justice, tranquility, defense, welfare, and the blessings of liberty. It's just what they do. The average gun owner only buys 32 bullets a year, so they would barely notice $1 a bullet tax. And it would be like the tobacco tax. The tobacco taxes go for the health problems that tobacco causes, that it costs the state. The state wants that money back, so then instead of banning cigarettes and nicotine, they tax it. And we can do the exact same thing with bullets. Not anything too extravagant. I think $1 a bullet would be sufficient. We would use the money to pay for mental health workers to work with students in the middle schools to catch children before they become troubled, gun-toting teenagers. It would be entirely practical to set up firing ranges all throughout the states. So you could go there, you could fire your gun, you could buy your bullets from the state at a reduced rate, at a lower tax rate, 10 cents a bullet, if you registered your weapon and if you prove you understand the safety regulations. The beauty of the plan is that it would all be voluntary. If you're a deer hunter and you're only buying 32 bullets a year, you're not going to bother with the state militia. You're just going to pay the 32 bucks in taxes and hunt your deer. It's only the people that have those guns that we all hate, the ones that will shoot 100 shots a minute. Those are the guys that are going to have to think about, do I take my gun with its expensive ammunition and go and shoot it up at the range? Or do I go to a state militia and register my gun where I can fire it as much as I like at a much lower 10 cent a bullet rate and be a good citizen, be part of a well-regulated militia? And like I say, just make it voluntary. It'll only be useful to the people that it's useful to. There's no point in trying to round anybody up or even banning anyone's weapon. Just drain the fun out of owning one by making it too expensive to just blast away in your private shooting range somewhere. Anyway, tax the bullets, tax the bullets, tax the bullets. Think of it this way. Every time someone fires their assault weapon for a minute, some middle school kid gets an hour's worth of counseling. There's no reason why we can't all be as smart as Florida teenagers.